Hi guys, this is Desiree of the Succulent Therapy. Today I'm going to do a short video about this plant right here. Just a couple of days ago, I've dealt with it because for some reason the roots are separated from the rosette. As you can see right here, it is because the roots have rotted. This is the plant that I'm talking about. You might have noticed this one from my past videos. This is an Echeveria Blue Surprise. So, I am sorry that I couldn't provide some photos of it when I dealt with the problem, but I certainly did, and I am happy that it did quite well. You can see that the stem right here had calloused already, and what I did is I just removed the rosette from the pot. It is originally right here. I think it's really wet, and so I lift it up. I cleaned the stem right here. As you can see, I cleaned it really well, and then I let them sit for about 30 minutes, or you can go longer than that, and then I let them sit on this dry soil. As you can see right here, I am doing this in order for them to breathe and then to give roots for a couple of days. I think this may give roots for at least 2 weeks, and so that's what I did. And you're probably dealing with it right now because it's been raining every day, just like what we are experiencing right now. And so if your succulents are outside, you might be dealing with these kind of things, but don't you worry. Your plants can be saved as long as the rosette, as you can see right here, is perfectly healthy. Okay, so if the rot is on the roots and you can still save some of the stem, you can do that. But if the rot starts in here, which is the reason why I encourage you to blow the water off the rosette every time it rains, or every time you're watering your succulents, so that it will not rot on the rosette. For those of you that are confused as to why our succulents become like this at times, this is maybe because we are not using the right soil. Remember that if you are planting or transplanting your soil, be sure to plant them on a porous soil. You can use some pumice in order to do that or to achieve that. Or if you don't have pumice, you can use some rice hull as a alternative. You can do this mixture, as I said, rice hull 70% and then 30% of the organic soil. Now let's move on to how will we know if our succulents are dealing with rot. First of all, you must check the appearance of your plant or the coloration. You can see this one right here. The colors have changed and they are pretty stressed. You might think that the stress are caused by the light or something, but sometimes the rot causes them to stress a little bit, just like this one right here. The color have changed because they have new roots to get water from. They're kind of dehydrated, as you can see right here. That triggers them to change their color. Okay, so if you notice your succulents have changed some color, you can put your hand in there and check if they are doing great. You wiggle them a little bit in order to ensure that the roots are still intact with the soil. You can do like this right here, because when I did this one just a couple of weeks ago, I moved the Echeveria Blue Surprise just like this, and then it kind of moves, and then the rosette were separated from the roots, and that's when I know that I must deal with it earlier, so I removed them from the pot. Now, how will we prevent the rot from happening to our plants? Number one, remember to plant them on a pure soil. As I said a while ago, 30% organic soil and then 70% pumice, or you can have some alternative like rice hull. They can be really good with that, and that will be good for the succulents, for the water to run through and they will not sit on the bottom. And then number two is overwatering. Don't overwater them. Only water when the soil is dry. And as I said from my past videos, just stick your finger right there and then you will know if they are ready for watering or not. That's how you deal with rotted succulents or the rotted roots of your succulent. I just want to remind you that every time you got a plant that is potted, make sure you wash them and then you transfer them to another soil, whether that soil is already well draining or something like that. You must change the soil before you repot them to another pot. A quick look with how our garden is doing right now. It's been raining every day right now and I've been worried about my plants, but they're doing well actually. I just come by now and then to blow the water off the rosettes, and then I'm really glad that they're doing well. And if you're dealing with this kind of problem, don't panic. You're lucky if you have spotted the problem really early. You can still deal with that. Remember to lift your plant up, clean them up, and then air dry them for about 30 minutes. And then you're good to go and place them on a different soil. Remember, if you place them on a different soil, don't water them for at least 2 weeks, and then don't put them into a direct sunlight for at least 2 weeks also. You're giving them a time to give some new roots in order for them to continue living. Okay, so that's it for today's video. I hope that you are really doing well, and have a great day. Goodbye.